Subject code 18 CS2009 Database Systems Lab. Experiment number 6 Subqueries and Correlated Subqueries. In this video, we're going to implement subqueries and solve the given questions here. Before that, let us connect to the database. Now we are connected. So we're going to solve the first question, that is list the names of the customers having maximum deposit. So we have a table called deposit table. We're going to look into that once. This is the deposit table, and we need to find the customers having maximum deposit. So this can be done in two steps, right? So first step is to find the maximum amount in this column, and the second step is to find the corresponding customer name. So the first step will be enclosed in parenthesis, that is called the subquery, and the outer query happens to be the finding the corresponding customer name beside that maximum amount. So we're going to solve this. We're going to write the outer query first. Select CNAME from the table name. We are going to use the where class to compare, to check where amount is equals to, it should be the maximum, right? So we need to find the max. We're going to use the aggregate function max of column name amount, which returns the maximum in that column from the table name. You can see customer names only who has the maximum deposit is 5,000. So what happens is the inner query, that is subquery, returns the maximum amount across this table, that is 5,000, and we're going to use a where class to check the corresponding customer name which that matches with the maximum amount. That's about the first question. Now we are going to solve the second one. This is the name of the customers having deposit in customers living in Nagpur city. So we have another table, that is customer table. We're going to look into that once. This is the table which has customer names and their living city. These are the living cities and these are the customer names, and we're going to find the names of the customers having deposit and they should live in the city Nagpur here. So first outer query happens to be the customer name from deposit table, and the customer name should be present within some condition, like select customer name from the customer table where city is equals to Nagpur. So you can see Madhuri, who has her city is Nagpur, and she is present in the deposit table as well. So fine, that's about the second question. Now come to the third one. Given the names of the customers in Karol Bagh branch, so we can see the customer names and the branch names here, who are having more deposit than any other customer in Virar branch. So we the first step is to find the maximum deposit of the customers who belong to Virar branch, and we need to write the outer query as well. So the outer query happens to be we're going to set the customer names from deposit, and we're using where class. We're going to check whether the amount of that particular customer is greater than the maximum of amount of all the customers who belong to Virar branch. So we're going to write the outer query first. Select customer name from deposit table, and here the branch should be give the names of the customers in Karol Bagh branch. So we're going to mention the condition branch name is equals to Karol Bagh, and the amount of that particular customer should be greater than. Now we're going to use the operator any here, which works like if any of the tuples is matched, then the condition becomes true. So select amount from the same deposit table where the branch name is equals to Virar. Fine. You can see no rows selected because in Karol Bagh branch there is no person. For example, here branch name is equals to Virar, right? The question they gave Virar branch, but in deposit table Virar branch is not available. So that's the output, because output is showing like no rows selected. Now we're going to solve the fourth question. List all the depositors living in the city Nagpur. So we have already seen the customer table there, and we need to select the customer name from deposit table where customer name in. So we're going to start the subquery. We're going to select the customer name from the customers table which has the city column, right, where T is equals to Nagpur. Shows no filter. Let's try this once more. Equals to Nagpur, and we can see the customer name Madhuri. Uh, she uh, she is a depositor and she lives in the city Nagpur. Yeah, you can see Madhuri. The corresponding city is Nagpur, and that's it about the fourth question. Now we come to the fifth one. List the all branches cities. Is the branch cities of Anil and Sunil. So solve this question. We have a table called branch. Select all the rows from this table. You can see branch name and the city. So we need to find the branch cities of Anil and Sunil. So to solve this, first we need to find the branch name of Anil and Sunil, right? So that happens to be the subquery, and selecting the city will be the outer query. Since that is the question, actual question is the branch cities. Select city from branch where branch name in. Going to select branch name from deposit table where simply we are finding the branch names from the table where the customer name is equals to Anil, because the question it has been asked like branch cities of Anil and Sunil, right? Anil or name equals to can see the output, that is Nagpur and Nagpur. So we have found the cities, branch cities of Anil and Sunil. So from the deposit table we can see Anil and Sunil belongs to VRCE and AJNI branches, and those branches have the city as Nagpur. So both the branches belong to city Nagpur, right? So Nagpur has been displayed in the output. So that is about the fifth one. Now we're going to solve the sixth question. List all the cities where branches of Anil and Sunil are located. So to find this, list cities of where branches of Anil and Sunil are located. So in this from this branch table we can identify uh, the cities corresponding to the branches of Anil and Sunil. So that happens to be the subquery, right? So we're going to solve this. Select city from the branch table where branch name in. Select branch name from deposit table where customer name equal to Anil or customer name equal to Sunil. His output is Nagpur and Nagpur. So what we have done is we have to find all the cities where branches of Anil and Sunil are located. We are in subquery we did like select the branch name from the deposit table where customer name is equal to Anil or Sunil. So the branches of these two customers, Anil or Sunil, will be selected, and those tuples will be the input for this outer query. That is, we are going to compare the branch names from the branch table, and we are going to select the corresponding city if the condition matches. That's about the sixth one. Now we are going to solve the seventh one. Give the loan amount of borrowers having same same branch as that of depositor Sunil. So we have something called uh, loan table. This is the loan table, and we need to give the loan number, loan amount of borrowers having same branch as that of the depositor Sunil. So first we need to find the branch of this depositor Sunil, right? So that happens to be the subquery. We're going to enclose that in the parentheses. So you need to select loan number, amount, and what else, of borrowers having from the table where branch name, the branch name should match, having same branch as that of depositor Sunil. So the subquery, we're going to find the branch name of the depositor Sunil, where customer name is Sunil. Yes, we have used this unwanted comma. You can see no row selected. So there is no pupil here in the loan table that has the same branch as that of the depositor Sunil. So Sunil has a branch AJ and I, and here AJ and I branch is not present. So that's why the output is no row selected. Now we are going to solve the 8th question, that is give the names of the borrowers having loan amount greater than the loan amount of Anil. So first thing, we need to find the total loan amount of Anil. That happens to be the subquery, and on the outer query we're going to use a select class, and we're going to select the customer names, and we're going to use the where class to find to compare the amount with the inner subquery using greater than symbol. So we're going to solve this 8th one and select. When we need to select the customer name, since we have been asked to give the names of the borrowers from the loan table where amount should be greater than the loan amount of Anil. So in subquery we're going to find the loan amount of Anil, where customer name is equals to Anil. As you can see, the output is Mehul and Sunil have the loan amount greater than the loan amount of Anil. So loan amount of Anil is 1000, and Mehul and Sunil have the loan amount 5000 and 3000. Both are greater, right? So that's why both the customer names have been displayed. We come into the 9th one. List the names of the customers whose deposit amount is greater than 1000 and loan amount is less than 10,000. Right. So we're going to look into the deposit table once. And we need to make use of the loan table as well. There's the two tables we're going to make use of. So these are the names of the customers whose deposit amount is greater than 1000 and the loan amount should be less than 10,000. So first thing we're going to select all the rows where the loan amount is less than 10,000, and we're going to compare with the tuples of the deposit table, which as the outer query, right? So we'll solve this. Select customer name from deposit table where the amount should be greater than 1000 and the customer name should also be in a condition in select customer name from loan loan amount should be less than 10,000, right? Where amount is less than 10,000. We can see the output is Mehul and Sunil. So that's about the 9th one. Coming to the 10th question, list all the depositors having deposit all branches where Sunil is having account. So the branch of Sunil is AGNI, right? So that happens to be the subquery. And the outer query is to display the depositors having deposit in all the branches where Sunil is having account. So we're going to solve this. Select customer name from deposit table. We're going to compare with the branch name, right, in all the branches where Sunil is having account. So in all the branches, right? So we're going to make use of the all keyword here, which returns true if all the tuples generated by this subquery matches with the outer query. Branch name from the deposit table where customer name is Sunil. That's it. You can see the customer name, that is Sunil, who has the deposit in all branches where Sunil is having account. So let's double the 10th one. I come to the 11th question. List all the customers living in city Nagpur and having branch city Bombay or Delhi. So to solve this question, we need to make join. We need to join three tables. So since the uh, since the data is required from all the tables, we're going to once display the tables. This is the first table, deposit table, and we've been asked to customers table, right? So we're going to display the customer table once. Is a customer table having branch city, right? So we're going to make use of the branch table as well. This is the branch table, and that's it. With these three tables, we're going to join and we're going to solve this. So select the customer names, right? It's all the customers name from deposit table to, and we're going to give the alias name, that is A. We're going to use the full outer join with the branch table, and the alias name is B. On, we have a common column between both the tables, that is branch name equals to B dot branch name, and the criteria here is where branch city should be Bombay or Delhi, right? So where B dot city is equals to Bombay or B dot city is equals to Delhi, and the next condition is the customer name should be satisfied with the subquery, which happens to be selecting the customer names from the deposit table where city is Nagpur. So that is the last thing, and customer name should be present in the result of the subquery. Select customer name from deposit table where city is equals to Nagpur. I think we need to use the distinct keyword over there. And we're going to once again write the subquery once. Select customer name from customer table where city equals to Nagpur. You can see Madhuri. So this is the output. This all the Madhuri is a customer living in city Nagpur and having her branch city Bombay or Delhi. So the branch city of Madhuri here is Chandni, and the Chandni branch has its city in Delhi, right? So that's the correct option, and the output will be Madhuri. That's about the 11th question. Now we're going to solve the 12th one. Display the details of the customers whose deposit amount is greater than the sum of the borrow amount. So we're going to make use of the join, make use of the joins here. So select list, display the details of the customers, right? So we're going to display the details like account number, uh, customer name, the branch name, from, deposit, and alias name is A, full outer join, join, and second table is the loan table. Since if we combine the result from the both the tables, we join both the tables, the data will be present in a single table, right? So it's that our operations will be uh, somewhat easier, right? So that's why I'm using this join B alias, that is the alias name. On, we have a common attribute, that is customer name, to b dot customer name, where amount should be a dot amount is greater than b dot amount is nothing but the borrow amount, right? Loan, b is alias name for the loan table, and b dot amount will be the amount for the loan. You can see one not Sunil is the customer who has its deposit amount greater than the loan amount. So if you have to display more details towards Sunil, like joining data, we can include that one as well using the alias name a dot date. We're going to solve the 13th one. Display the customer details whose branch and living city are the same. So we're going to make use of uh, the branch table here, and we're going to make use of the customer table here, because it has the living cities of each of the customer, and we're going to make use of the deposit table as well, because it has all the details of the customers like account number, customer name, branch name, amount, and joining date. So we're going to write the query, select, we're going to select the details of the customer, that is account number, where A will be the alias name for the deposit table, a dot customer name, a dot branch name, a dot deposit amount, a dot joining date, from the deposit table, alias name will be A, and we're going to use the left outer join with the branch table 5 alias name will be B. The joining condition here will be A dot the branch name is common, right? So A dot B name equals to B dot B name, and we're going to make it of another table, right? So we're going to use right outer join the customer table. We're going to give the alias name as C. Now the joining condition happens to be C dot customer name is equals to A dot customer name, where the cities should match, right? So the branch city and the living city have to be the same. So branch city is available in the alias name B branch table, right? So alias name for branch table is B. So B dot city is equals to the living city is available in the customer table. Since alias name for that one is C, we're going to give C dot city. And that's it. Give a semicolon. Yes, we missed the on keyword, right? On. So the keyword has to be given here. On A dot B name equals to B dot B name, and the right outer join, and that's it. You can see no rows have been selected. So we don't have the customer who has its branch city and the living city are the same. So we can check here. So the branch cities will be this one, right? So the living city will not be seen. So that's why we have got this output, that is no errors have been selected. I hope all the outputs are correct, and thanks for watching.